Think about the most dependable person you know, the one who always picks up the phone, the one who remembers when you're stressed, even when you didn't say it, the one who shows up, rain or shine, no matter what. Now ask yourself something honest. When was the last time you asked how they were doing and actually waited for a real answer? Because here's something most people never see. The person who holds everyone together is often falling apart inside, not dramatically, not loudly, quietly, slowly, in a way nobody notices because they made sure nobody would. Researchers call it high-functioning loneliness. It doesn't look like a person sitting alone in a dark room crying. It looks like a full schedule, a busy inbox, being the first person everyone calls. But inside, there is a deep, heavy feeling of being completely alone. A study published in the journal Personality and Individual Differences found something important. Loneliness is not just about being alone. It's about being unknown. You can be in a room full of people who love you, who need you, who depend on you, and still feel like no one really sees you because they see what you do for them. They don't see what's happening inside you. A psychologist at Columbia University named Niall Bolger studied what he called invisible support. When someone is so good at taking care of others, the effort becomes invisible. People stop seeing it as work. They start seeing it as just who that person is. And invisible work gets no thanks. Invisible pain gets no help. And an invisible person, no matter how many people surround them, is still alone. This doesn't happen to one type of person. It happens across the world. Every culture, every age group. The fixer friend, this is the person in every friend group who becomes the unofficial therapist. Everyone calls them when something goes wrong. They listen for an hour. They say the right things. They remember what you told them 3 months ago. But when was the last time they talked about their own problems? They probably changed the subject, said, "I'm fine, don't worry about me." Because somewhere along the way, they learned that their job was to give, not to receive. The eldest child, if you are the firstborn, or if you became the responsible one in your family, you know exactly what this feels like. You grew up watching. You saw when things were hard at home. And instead of being a child, you became a helper, a peacekeeper, a little adult. Nobody told you to do it. You just felt it. Someone has to hold this together. It may as well be me. And now, years later, you still do it. At work, in friendships, in your relationships. You carry, you manage, you hold it all. Because that's just who you are now. Or is it? The hard worker. The one who never misses a deadline. Who helps everyone else finish before helping themselves. Their boss never worries about them. Their colleagues never check on them. Because why would they? They always deliver. They always say, "No problem, I'll handle it." Until one day, quietly, something inside them breaks, not dramatically. They don't cry at the office. They just go home that night and feel nothing and realize they can't remember the last time they felt something real. The caregiver. Someone taking care of a sick parent, a child with special needs, a partner who needs support. They pour everything into another person's life. And that is beautiful and selfless. But a national study of over 40,000 young adults found that people with caregiving responsibilities were much more likely to feel deeply lonely. And the more hours they spent caring for others, the stronger that loneliness became. Nobody checks on the caregiver because the caregiver always seems okay. Let's look at how wide this problem actually goes. In 2023, the top doctor in the United States, the Surgeon General, made an announcement that shocked a lot of people. He said, "Loneliness is a public health emergency, not a personal problem, not a weakness, a health emergency, like a disease spreading across the world." A major survey of over 7,500 adults found that more than 57% of people are lonely. That's more than half of everyone around you. A Gallup study from 2024 found that around 52 million people feel lonely on any given day. And here is the part that should make everyone stop and pay attention. Being chronically lonely is as harmful to your body as smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. It raises your chance of dying early by 29%. This is not just a feeling. This is a health crisis. Science has confirmed that long-term loneliness damages your body, not just your mood. It raises the risk of heart disease, anxiety, depression, a weaker immune system, and memory problems as you get older. And for the dependable person, the one who never shows pain, These things build up in silence until the body starts speaking when the person no longer can. It almost always starts early. Imagine a child who grew up in a home where things were difficult. Money was tight. A parent was struggling. There was tension nobody talked about. That child learns something without being taught it. If I stay quiet about my problems, things are easier for everyone. If I help, I feel useful. I feel like I belong. If I ask for help, I might be too much. So they stopped asking, and they got so good at not asking, so good at looking fine, that by the time they were an adult, they didn't even know how to start. When you make being reliable your whole identity, asking for help feels like failure. Vulnerability feels dangerous, and somewhere deep down, you fear. If I stop being useful, people will stop showing up. So the wall goes up, brick by brick. Every I'm fine is another brick. And the tragic thing is, the loneliness doesn't show up as tears. It shows up as exhaustion after social events that should have been fun. That quiet distance in close relationships. Like there's glass between you and everyone else. The habit of saying I'm okay so fast that you stop checking if it's even true. The feeling that if you disappeared from a room, people would only notice because there was nobody left to help them. Solution 1. Answer one question more honestly than usual. The next time someone asks, "How are you?" try going one level deeper than fine. You don't have to share everything. You don't have to fall apart. Just try. Honestly, I've been a little tired lately. That small, real sentence tells people you're human. It gives them a door to walk through. Research shows that small moments of honest sharing build real connection faster than years of being useful to someone. Solution 2. Say no, without a long explanation. Many dependable people fear that if they say no, people will leave. But research shows the opposite is often true. When you protect your energy, people learn your yes actually means something. They respect you more, not less. Try. I can't right now, but I appreciate you thinking of me. Short, honest, kind. You don't have to earn your place in every room. You were allowed to be there before you were useful. Solution 3. Let someone help you, even when it feels uncomfortable. This is the hardest one, because for someone who has spent years being the strong one, being helped feels almost embarrassing. But when you let people help you, you don't become weak. You become real. You give the people around you the chance to feel what you've been feeling for them all along. The joy of showing up for someone who matters. Studies show that the relationships that actually beat loneliness are ones where both people feel understood and cared for, not just one person doing all the giving. Solution 4. Ask yourself the questions you ask everyone else. Dependable people are very good at reading other people's feelings, but they often forget to do it for themselves. Try this. At the end of each day, ask 2 simple questions. What drained me today? What did I need that I didn't get? Not to complain, just to know yourself the way you know everyone else. Solution 5. Find one person you can be completely real with. You don't need 100 people to stop feeling lonely. Research is clear. It's not about how many people you have. It's about the depth of even one real relationship. You need one person who knows what's actually going on with you. Not the version you show everyone, the real one. It might mean saying to someone you trust, "I don't really let people in, but I want to try. Can I be honest with you about something?" That sentence is brave. That sentence is the beginning of something real. Here is what I want you to take away from this. The most dependable person in the room is not okay just because they look okay. They are carrying things they don't talk about. They are tired in ways they don't show. They are waiting, quietly, for someone to ask the right question. And if that person is you, you are not too much. You are not a burden. You don't have to be useful to be loved. So start small. Answer one question honestly. Say no to one thing. Let one person in. That is not weakness. That is the bravest thing a dependable person can do. You held so much for so long. It's okay to put some of it down.